Okay, so our third session, it's Wednesday the 14th. Today our plan is to take Vanilla Hills to Tycoon. We already have our 600 peeps in the park. We just need to get to 100,000 valuation. And we have paused the game like I like to do at the beginning, and we are 31,000, just shy of $31,000 away from that valuation that we need. We have a parachute drop that we could put into the park, and maybe if it would go right here, it's a good place for it, or here, to add to our rides. I think we have Insanity already. So let's see if that is right. Insanity, parachute drop, rides to add, thrill rides. Insanity we don't have. It's an 8x6. It would fit in this area. So if we put it up right here, for instance, and one more, and it kills the tree that we planted a few minutes ago, or a few last session. So here, now that's a good place for an exit. So I'm going to flip this around though, so we can see this side for our entryway. Put our exit way there. We're going to open, raise the price because this is a thrill ride. Might as well charge for it. Okay, $3 is good. We will put in our pathing, broken stone, and Q path. Let's do that. We haven't changed the colors of our Q paths for a bit now, and we probably should. Notes here and here. Okay, so blue, yellow, and red. And the ride has our blue, yellow, and red themes also. So that's one of the thrill rides. The other thrill ride that we seem to have gotten, as I recall, was it the parachute drop? I think that was it, wasn't it? Parachute drop, which is 7x7, and that has no place that it can really fit in that area, but it can fit right here. So if we do this, right there, the entryway here, the exit here, here's a charge, here's the cost, there, enter the ride, that was opened too. So now the finance is just in that little bit of time that we added rides. Haven't changed yet, but let's pause and see what we get. We have a bundle of cash and a little loan. Well, I don't see much change at all in our valuations. And we have a rotating tower coaster. What is a rotating tower coaster? This is a rotating tower coaster. Well, we do need another coaster. And since we need another coaster, it's probably time to change our research levels to just coasters. Since that's the last thing we want to really build at this time. I'll build the coaster in this area, the last coaster. We have 734 peeps. That seems to be 15 peeps more than we had a second ago in the park now. 80,000, 81,000 valuation, 69,000 just a moment before. So that's doing pretty good, but we need that last coaster. So how are we going to achieve that? What coaster shall we build? The entryway should be in this area here. So maybe it's going to run like this, coming off of this area. High flyer had to make an emergency stop. That might mean we should hire some staff. It's been a while since we hired staff. Hire another mechanic. Hire a couple janitors. Money is not an object or a problem, so no reason to be stingy. And now we can think about creating this roller coaster. Inverted, drifting, extended. We've already done our junior. Rotating coaster tower. Rotating coaster, tower coaster. The coaster features towers onto which the train is pulled. The towers then rotate, dropping the train onto a different section of track. Having not an idea in my head what that actually looks like, we can always do this. Click that. Just click on these to take a look what it looks like. This one will cost $5,300. We're not going to build this one, but we're going to fake place it just for a second to see how this kind of looks. That's kind of interesting. You can see at the upper part of it that there's two station areas, and it goes into a half circle, so it's like an entry and an exit station. That looks pretty cool actually. And if I Z it, now it's at the bottom, looks very cool. And it goes up, so it leaves the track going up. I could get it to be stationary, I could show you. Goes up to the tower, then comes down, drops down, and goes around, and goes up, and comes down into that little helix at the very end before going back. Let's try to do something like that then. Why not? Okay, so we're going to X. We're going to create the rotating tower coaster. Okay, so we wanted to go this way with our actually go the wrong way. I thought I just corrected it. Period. Okay, 5. Now, this one will just go once around. Nope, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do the curve. Now they're on their side. Can I do an overbank curved? What will that look like? Time to get in closer. And since we're building a coaster, time to ghost check. I go up, come down. Go into this thing. Now, back to the construction. Nope, we don't want to do that. And now we've taken out the land, which is a drag. Hate doing that. So we have a problem there. So let's go into a large helix up. Can't do that. Small helix up. We spent like $5,000 so far. Here comes the ghost train. I'm just pausing to watch the ghost train, see if it's going to get through that the helix. Should. And what we'll do is we'll put water. We'll smooth that out and put water in the feature there, in the hole. Okay, so it got through that. Straighten. Okay, so now what can we do? We can do an O twist. Nope, can't do that. Can't do that. How about a half loop? Can't do that. I wonder. Yeah, that's kind of fun, going through the middle of the base. Nope, gotta go back one. Better take a better look. Oh, that's because it's the very base. I see. Okay, so we have to come backwards. We can do this. Then we have to go straight up. 1, 2, 3, straight. There's more we could do with this. We have all this area here and here to do it, but I'm kind of anxious to just finish this sucker up and see if that increases our valuation to where we need to go, instead of really spending more time with it and not making it too expensive, seeing what our ratings are. So I'm going to go down, flat, up, straight. Ignore the cats in the back. I always do. Does that sound cruel and inhuman? We got to get this slower. And since we're here, 1 and a station. So we have more trains, if we wanted to have more trains. So over here, because we have that issue where we dug out some of the ground, we have to re-raise the ground. So before we put the ticket stall in, we should do that. Cost a big, what was that, $1.50? Okay, so now we can go back and put the ticket stalls, the entry and exit stalls. Okay, there's our, and this is jungle pathways. So we want jungle. And then our queue. Always like to go over and under things. I think that's kind of fun. Do we get any? No test results, so we have to do that. We have 3 cars per 2 trains, and can't do 3 trains. Okay, we're gonna raise our finance price, our charge, $3. We're gonna close pathing. We're going to give it some Muzak. We have a roller soaker now. And here come the numbers. We have not assessed yet as our numbers. Not exciting at all. That's a drag. That means we probably have to rework everything, which is in coaster making often done, and often a task I spend a lot of time at. But did it increase the value of our park at all? Not really, not yet. So what can we do? This is all seems good here. It's here that we have all this room to play with, and we're not doing anything. So we're going to go back to construction, and we're going to click on this, and okay, so it's come up, and we're going to go down. We're going to go way down. So now it's under here, and since it's under there, we can do some sort of looping and come back up over here. We can path around. So let's do the next piece. It's under that new ride we made, but now let's start bringing her up. So now we gotta make sure the ghost train will get to that point after being underground for such a long time, and that will add to its excitement. Should be coming out, and maybe not. Yep, it does. Okay, so right here, if we go across here, let's see if we can make that happen. Okay, so now, whoop, now that may be interesting because it's at the same height as the helix. So it may have lost momentum by the time it gets there. We'll have to check. As it goes underground. And here it comes, and it looks like it's still going. That's a good thing. So we're going to go across. We're going to start the curvature. We're going to take it up to full sideways. We're going to go like that. We're going to come back straight. Can we do an overbank? No, we don't want to do an overbank. Sorry. What about now if we start doing our camel humps up and down? Down 2, flat. Up 1, flat. Down, down, down. Flat. And now if we did an autocomplete, oh, I want to do that. I would have kind of done it another way. So we're going to not do that autocomplete. Can I just say I'm not going to do that autocomplete? All right, so now what's the excitement rating? Why can't we get a green on that? Something's not complete somewhere? No, because I have construction still open. All right, so let's see what we get in test mode now. And while we're doing that, one area we're not changing is over here by the helix. So we're not changing this. We can smooth out the land, and then I can fill it with water. So we're going to do some smooth. Why aren't we having anybody go? And we'll do that, and let's get test mode going. Okay, so that's now pretty smooth. So we can close up smoothing, and we can put in, I think I might have got it as high as I can put it the first time. We're going to close out land and still try to figure out why we don't have a train running. Stop. Because we're on pause. Let's unpause it and see if we can get a test mode going. There it goes. Is this more exciting than the previous iteration? And going around and underground, coming up. And the numbers will come in. Well, it's still medium, medium, and low. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to use some theming though. So I'm going to open her up, change the pricing so I can close this window now. I'm going to build some theming around it, even though it is open. We're going to go to the scenery sets, walls, roofs, and buildings. So which ones would we like to do? I've got a few people's sets in here that are custom scenery that I've only recently added. So if it says Shy, that's from Shy Guy. So we probably shouldn't use that, but colored walls, why don't we use these? We'll color them something different. So we're going to want a third height wall. We want a full wall, and here one is. Let's make this building sort of like this big, a 3x. Flipping around. Probably should change the color on this, my mistake. So we do red, blue, which kind of was, yellow, brown, brown, well, pausing. You can see the balloons have started to rise. The money we spent on this coaster was all we needed to win. So I'm going to go offline and I will post some pictures. I will do some videos of our 2 roller coasters, and I will finish building this themed building for later and show that before we start our next adventure in the second scenario. I hope you all had a good time watching, and I look forward to seeing you, or you seeing me, in our next iteration. Take care.